Foxes. Today is officially the last day of the 2019-2020 school year. And what a year it has been. We know that it did not end in the way that we expected. And I know that the news may be scary. And I know that this COVID situation has kept us apart. But our staff, our families, and especially our students, our Foxes, took this tragic situation and we worked together and made it even better. And I cannot tell you how proud I am of everyone, our teachers, our parents who have become our fellow educators, and especially our students. Thank you, and I'm honored to be your principal. And remember that you're a masterpiece. Don't let others define who you are. Always be an upstander. Always be a bucket filler. And always believe in a better tomorrow. Because if we work together, anything is possible. Stay in touch. And to my fifth graders, you have a special place in my heart, and I will always be grateful for having a chance to be your principal. And to my student council, President Quintana, Vice President Chloe, and the rest of the officers, thank you for making me a better educator, because this year with you truly has been a highlight that I will remember for a long time. Enjoy the assembly.
Welcome, kindergarten classes. We're here at the end of our school year. We know it is very difficult and weird, but we're here. We have a few awards to give out to you. For room 108, the Bug Award goes to Shane Thurman for bringing up all his grades and doing a fabulous job and getting it done during these weird times. Good job, Shane. Our terrific kid award goes to Kaylee Bowles. Always coming to my Zooms and doing her work. Oh, she is just full of smiles. Way to go, Kaylee. And now some from Miss Brandon's room. Our Bug Award in room 101 goes to Violet Hulk. Bringing up your grades and doing such a big job. You're working so hard. Congratulations. Our terrific kid award in 101 goes to our friend, Gail Perry. Gail Perry, you are just a wonderful friend. What a good worker you are. You get along with everyone. I love you. Good job, buddy.
All right, and from room 102, I have for the Bug Award for bringing up your grades, Christian Beasley. Great job, always attending the Zooms and always being involved with classroom discussions. And next for the terrific kid, I have Isabella Andersma. Great job, Isabella. You are always doing the right thing and doing your best, always following directions. I appreciate you so much. Great job, Isabella.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. Hot air balloon, I could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Give me all you got, don't hold me back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like
Miss you, Foxes. Have a great summer. Mwah, mwah.
Miss you, Foxes. Miss you. Good luck in first grade.
Don't stop learning. Love you. Love you. Mwah.
Hello and welcome to the first annual First Grade Fox Award. Welcome all you fabulous foxes. Together we have Mrs. Johnson from room 106. We also have Mrs. Buckles from room 109. And I'm your host, Mrs. Paul from room 107. We'll start things off with Mrs. Johnson from room 106 and her Bug and Terrific Kids Award.
Okay, so let's start with my book. Let's see who it's gonna be. My book this year, or this time, it's gonna be Henry. Yay! And my terrific kid, this person actually came to every Zoom, did every assignment, did above and beyond, and it is Karina. Yay! So now I will turn it over to Mrs. Buckles in 109.
So my bug for this quarter is Adriana Veach. She's been doing fantastic, and she's been working so hard on getting to where she needs to be for second grade. The terrific kid for room 109 is Connor Kahneman. He was at every single Zoom. He did every single assignment, went just as Miss Karina did, went above and beyond. I have some extra awards I'll sprinkle in right now. I have my participation award, which goes to Mr. Sebastian Hazlitt. He was at almost every Zoom meeting participating and was just absolutely fantastic. Our Excellent Effort Award for Room 109 goes to Miss Hadley Geyer. Even though she wasn't able to get on Power School, Mom was still sending me all of the work that she was doing by paper and pencil. And our last award for Room 109 is the Most Amazing Student Award, and it goes to every student in Room 109. I love my Foxes so much. I miss you. And I cannot wait to see all of you next year as big, awesome second graders. Now, room 107, Mrs. Paul.
The results are just in. For terrific kid for room 107, our winner is Sierra Markham. She stepped up her game with getting on Zoom almost every day and completing tons of online work. Great job, Dee. And our bug for room 107 is Runyon Cotton. She has also been on Zoom almost every day. She has a great attitude and gets all her work done. Go London. Thanks for joining us for our first annual First Grade Fox Awards. Stay tuned for some extra footage of first grade memories. And remember, stay fabulous.
Bye, friends.
Bye.
About first grade is art. Because it's the best class in the world. What I learned in first grade that I didn't already know is how to read a clock. And what was it? Oh yeah, and I missed Tiziana.
Here's a story about second grade teachers. They were busy with classes of their own. They were all separate, but worked together and made each class their own. Here's a story about second grade students. They began each day with tier 2, then reading, math and science, and social studies too. Then one day Dr. H said, hey you teachers, there is teaching from you that must be done. Make sure to read all the standards and deep learning to make the learning fun. We're second grade, we're not afraid. Have a great summer, we love you, second grade.
Hey friends, we started the year saving Fred and seeing how to get the M&M to float away. You guys were able to work on PowerSchool and Google like pros. I missed the random Fortnite dances during Wednesday announcements and being told my math problems were cute. There was also so much math torture that we missed. You brought joy, smile, and laughter to every day. I can't wait to see what all you can achieve. You all learned so much. I hope your third grade teachers enjoy you as much as I did.
Hello, room 206. It's been a while since we were last together. I have missed you all, but we had a great year learning together, even though it was a short year. Some of my favorite memories of the year was our Tier 2 and Lit Circles, our Mexico projects, Henry Huggins, Kahoot games, assemblies, especially the one where Dr. H dressed up like Elsa and Mr. Geist dressed up as Moana, Junior Achievement, Wayside School, and Real Men Read. We grew as readers, writers, and mathematicians. Our year was cut short by quarantine, but we adjusted and learned how to do online learning. We have finished the year strong. I will miss you all, and good luck next year in third grade.
Hello, my students. I really enjoyed watching you grow and learn this year. You have all come so far. With the help of Tier 2, our assistants and parents, I've seen tremendous growth in your reading skills. We had lots of fun with math torture, science experiments, and JA sharing about our community. Your work with manipulatives, iPads, and in groups helped with math skills. Each of you are amazing and have so much to offer. Don't forget to read and work on your math facts over the summer. I hope you have a great summer. I love you.
Love you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hi kids, this is Mrs. Guloff. This is a celebration video for the end of your third grade school year and an awards video because I am going to give out the awards for Bug, which is bringing up your grades, and Terrific Kid. The Bug Award goes to the person that in e-learning did a really awesome job. This person showed up to nearly every single one of our Zoom meetings, did nearly every assignment that was on PowerSchool, and asked questions, stayed after in Zooms if they had a question, really put forth a lot of effort during e-learning. And this person knows that they did really well because I've been telling him all along. So Mason Weichel, this should not be a surprise. You got the Bug Award. Congratulations. The person who gets the award for Terrific Kid, which by the way, this was really hard because you're all terrific kids. But the person that I chose was someone in our class who does karate. And you might be thinking, why would you pick somebody just because they do karate? Well, it's not just because she does karate, but because of the things that she's learned while she's been studying karate. And she's put those things into practice. And I think that it's made her a good example for others and a really terrific kid. So the things that you learn in karate are self-control, self-discipline, respect for others and for yourself, goal setting, which also helped with e-learning. And this person understands that the level of your success is equal to the amount of effort that you put in. So she puts in lots of effort, and she was very successful in e-learning as well. But she received the Terrific Kid Award because she's a kind person and a good example for others. So this person is Sabrina McMahon. If you haven't already figured that out, congratulations, Sabrina. So congratulations, Mason. Congratulations, Sabrina. I have updated the Power School page for this week, and on Friday you can go on and take a look at what I'm putting on for the summer. I'm putting on some learning opportunities, websites that you would like, as well as some just fun activities for you to do. So you won't be bored in the summer. You can go to the Power School page and take a look at it. I won't update it throughout the summer, just this Friday. I would like to thank your parents, your grandparents, your aunts and uncles, your brothers and sisters, everybody that made sure that you were successful in e-learning. You guys did a great job. I am super proud of the effort that you put in, and your effort is success. Congratulations. So make sure that you thank them because they helped you when you needed them. I had some kids that came to Zoom that I'd like to acknowledge. In the beginning of the fourth quarter, Iris, Tim, and Darren started coming. In the middle, Chloe, Layla, Peyton, and Jeremy got connected and started coming to the Zoom meetings. And I had many regular Zoomers that came. Ella, Jazzy, Christian, Sabrina, Ricardo, Scarlett, and Mason. We all had a great time at Zoom. We usually did a lesson to begin with, and then we played a game at the end. And one of my favorite games was when we did show and tell a couple of times. And that helped me to get to know you kids a lot better. And through Zoom, I felt like I was a guest in your home. I got to meet your pets. You got to meet my puppies. It was just fun to get to know you on a personal level. At school, we do community circle, but I felt like I was sitting in your kitchen talking to you. So I am grateful that we got to do Zoom. I'm grateful I got to see your faces. I am grateful you got to keep learning and that we could still stay connected. The last thing I would like to do is read a poem to you about gratefulness, because there are a lot of things that we are not allowed to do, and like going to school and going to sporting events, things in big groups right now. And it seems like there's a lot of things you could complain about not being able to do. But I tried to look for little things that we could be grateful for. And I am grateful that you were in my class. And that's not a little thing, but I'm grateful that you were in my class. I am grateful to know you. And I can't wait to see you next year, even though you won't be in my class. Come see me, please, please, please. So here's the poem about finding things that you could be grateful for. I am a grateful monster, and I'm small as monsters go. But when it comes to finding blessings, there's something you must know. My eyes are round and big, and blessings I can see. If you'll help me look, just a sec. If you'll help me look for blessings too, then grateful you will be. I found that when I'm grateful, life doesn't seem so bad. Despite the trials and hard things, finding blessings makes me glad. So let us look together and count our blessings, you and I. And if we truly look,
There are blessings we can spy. Okay, so try to be a blessings monster, a grateful monster, and see blessings, be grateful and thankful, and again, don't forget, thank the people in your life that helped you through e-learning. I hope you have a terrific summer, and I can't wait to see you again. Bye-bye.
Bye. I know this isn't how we wanted to do it. Unfortunately, this is the way we have to do it. I had a great year with you. I'm so happy that you were in my class, and of course, you were chosen to be in my class because you are all great at something. And remember, our little secret is that we are the best, and we will continue to be the best. And even next year, when you are in 4th grade, you will be the best. So I wanted to give a little shout out to a couple students. The first one is for the bug student. That would be for someone that really did a great job with online learning. They went above and beyond and did all my assignments the best they could. They asked questions. They sent me pictures. I'm very proud of this person for going on to my power school and making sure that they did the assignments the way that it was intended. So that person is Amira. So Amira, I'm so proud of you. Thank you for going the extra effort and doing all your hard work during this hard time. The next one is our terrific kid. I wanted to shout out to the student who has been to almost every single Zoom that I had. You were always engaging, you were happy, you brought joy, you were involved, and that student would be Belinda. So Belinda, thank you for bringing me joy every time we did a Zoom together, and also for bringing joy to other students. You always had a smile on your face, and I'm so proud of you. One more student I wanted to give a shout out to is to Tyler. Tyler has not had the internet at home, but he did a very good job of doing his work. He came to school every day and gave Dr. H his packet. He went above and beyond and did extra work. I'm so proud of him. Tyler, great job. I know that you did all your work at home and it was hard for you, but you just kept doing it. And that is amazing. And that reminds me of something that we've been working on this year, which is growth mindset. So I wanted to just read a little saying that I had for our growth mindset. It says, I have a growth mindset. I am in charge of how smart I am because I can grow my brain like a muscle by learning hard things. And that's one thing we do in our classroom is we do hard things. I can achieve anything with effort and the right strategies. And when I fail or make a mistake, it is a great thing because I can learn from them and I can get better. So I really hope that you remember that we do hard things and that's the way that our brain grows. And we're not going to be perfect, and that's okay because we're going to be better than next time. So I know this isn't the way that we wanted to say goodbye, and I'm sorry that it is. But I love every single one of you. And I hope that next year you come see me in 201, so I will be upstairs. So come give me a hug, a fist bump, a wave, a smile. I love each one of you, and I hope that you have a great summer.
Hi, kiddos. I have the last 2 awards to hand out for the 3rd grade school year. The 2 awards are Bug, Bring Up Grades, and the Terrific Kid Award. Let's start with the Bug Award for bringing up grades. This kid is focused on her work. She frequently completes her work on time because she stays so focused in class. She takes advice from adults and she frequently asks for help to help herself improve. She works hard and she knows that hard work will lead to success in school and in life. Her work and study habits are wonderful. Our class award winner for Bring Up Grades, our Bug Award, is Selena. Congratulations, Selena. Patient and respectful, she uses her manners around everyone, adults and students alike. She is always willing to be a friend, even if she has known that person for years. She has a wonderful sense of humor. She has a great can-do spirit no matter what is placed in front of her. And kids and adults alike love to be around her. Our winner for the Terrific Kid Award is Destiny. Congratulations, Destiny. I would like to read a story to you guys today. But before I get to that, let's think back to our first week of school together back in August. During our first week of school, I read a picture book out loud to you guys called First Day Jitters. At the end of that book, we were surprised to learn that sometimes even teachers get nervous around students. The picture book I have for you today is a follow-up to First Day Jitters. It is called Last Day Blues. In this book, we follow Mrs. Sarah Jane Hartwell and her students through the last week of school. The students talk about their memories, their feelings, and a possible gift idea for their wonderful teacher, Mrs. Hartwell. Let's listen. Last Day Blues. On the Monday morning before the Friday that was the last day of school, Mrs. Hartwell took attendance. She sighed as she called out the last name. I'm going to miss all of you, she said. The kids nodded in agreement. I'm going to miss my friends, said Shannon. I'm going to miss Daisy, said Dan. I'm going to miss chocolate milk and pizza for lunch, said Joe. Everyone felt a little blue thinking about the last day of school, even Daisy. That afternoon during recess, the students talked as they hung out on the jungle gym. Mrs. Hartwell said she's going to miss us, said Alexandra, swinging from a bar. We should get a present to cheer her up, said Eddie, hanging upside down by his knees. But what could they get her? I could give her the rest of my sandwich. It's my mom's bologna special, said Josh. Or a coffee cup. Or a new pen, the kind with feathers and beads. The students thought and thought, but couldn't come up with one single idea that they all agreed on. We'll think of something tomorrow, Eddie assured everyone as they lined up at the drinking fountain. On the Tuesday before the Friday that was the last day of school, Mrs. Hartwell read the final page of their last read-aloud book. I'm going to miss circle time, said Mrs. Hartwell. I'm going to miss science, said Emily. I'm going to miss seeing Mrs. Hartwell wear her safety goggles during science, said Jack, giggling. And so, before they got too sad, Mrs. Hartwell put on her safety goggles one last time, just for fun. We definitely need to cheer Mrs. Hartwell up, said Andy during recess as he jumped out of a swing. Any ideas about a present? Eddie asked. Nope, they all answered back. On the Wednesday before the Friday that was the last day of school, Mrs. Hartwell brought in her super duper sugar cookies with extra frosting. I'm gonna miss snack time, but I can't wait for barbecues by the pool, said Jack. I'm going to miss recess, but I can't wait to play hide and seek outside after dinner, said Alexandra. I'll miss school, but I can't wait for summer vacation, said Josh. The class discussed their summer plans and drowned their last day blues with another round of milk and sugar cookies. I don't know whether to be happy or sad today, Andy said the minute they all arrived at the jungle gym. Mrs. Hartwell is sad, said Olivia. She probably doesn't want the year to end. While we're swimming, she'll be reading her old lesson plans, said Walker. And while we're playing, she'll be trying to remember the fun times we had this year, said Dan. And that's when an idea zipped, zapped, and zinged through Eddie's brain. I know exactly what will cheer her up, Eddie said, jumping down from the jungle gym. The class agreed it was perfect. On the Thursday before the Friday that was the last day of school, Eddie raised his hand right after Mrs. Hartwell started language arts. We need some privacy, please, he said. And so Mrs. Hartwell took down bulletin boards with her back to the class. She never even peeked. Well, only once. On the morning of the Friday that was the last day of school, the students dashed into the classroom. They snapped open the shades for the very last time. They did their chores for the very last time. They fed Daisy for the very last time. And as soon as the bell rang, they couldn't wait for Mrs. Hartwell to see her present for the very first time. The last day of school makes us so blue. We'll miss recess and pizza and reading too. We'll miss Daisy and cookies and friendship true. Snack time and science and learning new. We'll miss spelling bees for our test review and groundhogs that play peekaboo. The year's been great, a big wahoo. There are many things to miss, it's true. But mostly what we'll miss is you. Later on during recess, Eddie said, I think Mrs. Hartwell liked her present. I just hope it helps, Margaret said. Poor Mrs. Hartwell, they all said sadly as they pictured their final goodbye. Teachers must hate the last day of school. And then it was time. The bell rang. Goodbye, the students called as they rushed out the door. Goodbye, Mrs. Hartwell called after them. And then she returned to her empty classroom. It's just you and me, Daisy, she said. I'm sure going to miss them this summer. But I can't wait for vacation. And so ends our book called Last Day Blues. I would like to close with two pieces of happy information. The first piece of happy information is that some of you are getting your wish. I am teaching 4th grade next year. The second piece of happy information has to do with being a baby. Every student that has ever graduated out of my classroom has become one of Miss Stiverson's babies. It is a special title, an invisible badge of honor. And that invisible badge says one of Miss Stiverson's babies. In order to earn that title, you have to survive 180 days with me. Well, guess what? You've done it. You have survived 180 days of my forgetfulness, my weirdness, and my craziness. Congratulations, you are officially one of Miss Stiverson's babies. I love my babies.
Hello, my wonderful fourth graders. I am currently at school thinking of you guys, and this is our end of the year this week. So I have a couple things to share with you before you go off on your summer. The fourth quarter Terrific Kid Award is going to go to Jet. He was actually in on my first office video for hours, and he has been in every single one, maybe missed one, and he's just been great, positive attitude, and is always involved. Then my Bug Kid Award is going to go to Stacy. And Stacy, this was a very hard one because everybody's been doing a really good job and working hard. Stacy has not missed a Zoom. She's been in every single one. She's been in all the way to the end of the Zooms. And she even shared Mr. Terrap book on the screen when I couldn't get mine. And she has been consistently sending me her assignments that she's doing and just really going on beyond what she's supposed to be doing. So she gets our Bug Award. So congratulations, Stacy. And we didn't get our Poetry Cafe at the end of the month, so I would like to share a poem with you. It's called Zoom Gloom. Distance learning, what a bore. Our school's been closed a month or more. I'm stuck at home, I'm in my room, and meeting with my class on Zoom. There's no more lunchroom, no PE, just studying and tests for me. There's no more recess, no more ball, just staring at my bedroom wall. The playground's closed, the swings, the slide, and everybody's stuck inside. We can't go out and play with friends. I hope that pretty soon this ends. I know it's only for a while, but here's a thought that makes me smile. Although it might not sound so cool, I just can't wait to go to school. So I can't wait, and that's by Ken Nesbitt, one of our favorite poets, and I can't wait to see you guys in August. And you're in 5th grade.
Family 204, welcome to our last celebration of the school year 2019-2020. It has been a school year like no other for all of you and for me who have been in school or been teaching school for much longer than all of you. I want to celebrate what you guys have done this year. I want you to understand that you are amazing individuals. You are masterpieces and you are unique. There's no one else like any of you. And while we have had ups and we have had downs this year, I have enjoyed having you as my students. I will have memories of this year for the rest of my life. Some of you will go on to do very great things in this world. Some of you will go on to do amazing things, and you're going to go on and you're going to learn in spite of what this year ended with, being home and having to learn on the computer. Actually, you might be better learners because of that. I have a couple of books I want to share with you that will talk about what I feel and my dreams and hopes for you. The first one is called I Wish You. I wish you more. I wish you more ups than downs. I wish you more give than take. I wish you more tippy toes than deep. I wish you more we than me. Sorry. I wish you more hugs than Uggs. I wish you more woohoo than whoa. I wish you more will than hill. I wish you more can than not. I wish you more snowflakes than tongue. I miss you more pause than fast forward. I wish you more umbrella than rain. I wish you more bubbles than bath. I wish you more treasures than pockets. I wish you more stories than stars. I wish all of this for you because you are everything I could wish for and more. I wanted to share that book with you guys because I wanted you to know that my wishes for you are that you will go out and you will be lifelong learners. You will be wanderers. You will say, hey, I wonder why this happens. Or I wonder what would happen if I did this. You'll be the creators, the innovators, the brilliant scientists in the future. You will solve problems that we don't even know are going to exist. When I was in school, they never would have thought of a virtual classroom, that I could record this and you could watch it in your home or on your phone. Those type of things didn't exist. And now they do. Okay. When we were in school, we had our Bug Awards and we had Terrific Kids Awards. Okay. To remind you, Bug Awards for people who had brought up their grades. That's what Bug meant, bring up grades. And Terrific Kids were for kids who went above and beyond what they needed to do. Okay. So our last Bug Award for the year goes to Alexandria, who did everything I asked her to do in her virtual learning environment, and then some. And our Terrific Kids Awards go to Miles and Jotneil, who optimistically and joined our Zoom meetings and laughed and stayed and talked and discussed whatever we were doing. So many of you have done so much work from home. I am so proud of you. I couldn't be prouder. You really stepped up and did what needed to do to control your own learning. That's what I mean by being lifelong learners. You drive your learning. It's called deep learning. It's those 6 C's that we learned about, and you're in charge of it. The last thing I want to do for our celebration is we started the year with a book called The First Aid Jitters. And in that book, we found out that the person that didn't want to go to their new school and who was afraid was the teacher. So the last thing that I'm going to read to you as your 4th grade teacher before you move on to 5th grade and newer and better and bigger things is to read The Last Day Blues by the same author, and it's about the same teacher. The Last Day Blues. On Monday morning, before the Friday that was the last day of school, Mrs. Hartwell took attendance. She sighed as she called out the last name. "I'm going to miss all of you," she said. The kids nodded in agreement. "I'm going to miss my friends," said Shannon. "I'm going to miss Daisy," said Dan. "I'm going to miss chocolate milk and pizza for lunch," said Joe. Everyone felt a little blue about the last day of school, even Daisy. That afternoon during recess, the students talked as they hung out on the jungle gym. Mrs. Hartwell said she was going to miss us, said Alexandra, swinging from a bar. "We should get a present to cheer her up," said Eddie, hanging upside down by his knees. But what could they get her? "I could give her the rest of my sandwich. It's my mom's bologna special," said Josh. "Or a cup of coffee, or a new pen, the kind with feathers and beads." The students thought and thought, but couldn't come up with a single idea that they all agreed on. "We'll think of something tomorrow," Eddie assured everyone as they lined up at the drinking fountain. On the Tuesday before the Friday, that was the last day of school, Mrs. Hartwell read the final page of their last read aloud book. "I'm going to miss circle time," said Mrs. Hartwell. "I'm going to miss science," said Emily. "I'm going to miss seeing Mrs. Hartwell wear her safety goggles during science," said Jack, giggling. And so before they got too sad, Mrs. Hartwell put on her safety goggles one last time, just for fun. "And we definitely need to cheer Mrs. Hartwell up," said Andy during recess as he jumped out of a swing. "Any ideas about a present?" Eddie asked. "Nope," they all answered back. On Wednesday before the Friday, that was the last day of school, Mrs. Hartwell brought in her super duper sugar cookies with extra frosting. "I'm going to miss snack time, but I can't wait for barbecues by the pool," said Jack. "I'm going to miss recess, but I can't wait to play hide and seek outside after dinner," said Alexandra. "I'll miss school, but I can't wait for summer vacation," said Josh. The class discussed their summer plans and drowned their last day blues with another round of milk and sugar cookies. "I don't know whether to be happy or sad today," Andy said the minute they all arrived at the jungle gym. "Mrs. Hartwell is sad," said Olivia. "She probably doesn't want the year to end." "While we're swimming, she'll be reading her old lesson plans," said Walker. "And while we're playing, she'll be trying to remember the fun times we had this year," said Dan. And that's when an idea zipped and zapped and zipped through Eddie's brain. "I know exactly what will cheer her up," he said. Jumping down from the jungle gym, the class agreed it was perfect. On Thursday before the Friday, that was the last day of school, Eddie raised his hand right after Mrs. Hartwell started language arts. "We need some privacy, please," he said. And so Mrs. Hartwell took down the bulletin boards with her back to the class. She never even peeked. Well, only once. On the morning of the Friday, that was the last day of school, the students dashed into the classroom. They snapped open the shades for the very last time. They did their tours for the very last time. They fed Daisy for the very last time. And as soon as the bell rang, they couldn't wait for Mrs. Hartwell to see her present for the very first time. The last day of school makes us so blue. We'll miss recess and pizza and reading too. We'll miss Daisy and cookies and friendship true, snack time and science and learning new. We'll miss spelling bees for our test review and groundhogs that play peekaboo. The year's been great, a big wahoo. There are many things to miss, it's true, but mostly what we'll miss is you. Which goes for me also. I will miss you guys. Later on during recess, Eddie said, I think Mrs. Hartwell liked her present. I just hope it helps, Margaret said. Poor Mrs. Hartwell. They all said sadly as they pictured their final goodbye. Teachers must hate the last day of school. Then it was time. The bell rang. Goodbye, the students called as they rushed out the door. Goodbye, Mrs. Hartwell called after them. And then she returned to her empty classroom. It's just you and me, Daisy, she said. I'm sure going to miss them this summer. But I can't wait for vacation. That being said, I will miss all of you. But I'll be there in August if we're back. You'll all be there in August if you're back. And if not, I'm an email away. Celebrate what you have learned this year on your own with my help or my guidance or your parents' help or your parents' guidance. Celebrate what you know. Celebrate who you are and grow. So until I see you again.
Hi guys, it's me and Java here coming to say goodbye for the year. Java's been in some of our Zoom meetings. He's my sweet little pup. And we have a poem that we found online that we want to read. Well, I'm going to read it. I don't think you're going to read the poem, are you, Java? This is a poem by Ralph Aldo Emerson. And it's called This Is My Wish for You. Comfort on difficult days, smiles when sadness intrudes, rainbows to follow the clouds, sunsets to warm your heart, hugs when spirits sag, beauty for your eyes to see, friendships to brighten your being, confidence for when you doubt, courage to know yourself, patience to accept the truth, and love to complete your life. What do you think, Java? Is that some good words for our fourth graders? I thought so too. Okay, he's gonna go have his dinner. I wanted to take a moment and recognize some of my fourth graders that have done just an excellent job. Our year turned very strange. Everything ended up being online, and a lot of us spent a lot of work trying to stay connected and get work finished and to keep learning. For my bug kid this year, I want to pick someone who has spent a lot of time getting almost every single online assignment done. She was not able to come to Zoom meetings. It didn't work out, but she communicated with me in other ways and made sure that all of her work was done. And I really appreciate that. And that is Dahlia Lopez. Really nice job on all of the work that you did, Dahlia. I know that behind the scenes you were working really hard trying to figure out what you needed to do. I wish I could have seen you in a Zoom meeting, but I understand it didn't work out. For my terrific kid, I want to pick someone that has been at every single Zoom meeting. I think there might have been one that he didn't come to and he apologized for it and he felt so bad, but he was at every single Zoom meeting. Our class had Zooms every single day, so that's a commitment. And he showed up, he was ready to talk, he was ready to share. We had a lot of fun together. A lot of other people started joining in the Zooms because they knew he was there. And that terrific kid award goes to Eli Switzer. So Eli, thank you for just always being there and being committed. I really appreciate your commitment to that. I do want to list some of my other, I call them my Zoom buddies. The Zooms have been really fun for us and really important to stay connected. And I just wrote down a list of every person that came to any of the Zoom meetings because I appreciate every single one of you. So I'm just going to list off every name. These are faces that I saw at Zoom at one point or another. Now, some of them were there almost every day, like Eli. But I saw Cassie, Autumn, Sage, Cadence, Eli, Justin, Mubarak, George, Carrie, Jacoby, Dalen, Calvin, Serenity, Corbin, Hi, Aubrey, and we had a couple of bonus students also sometimes. We would also see Kiana, and we would also see Adeline, and they were not actually in room 110, but they came and joined us, and we really loved it. I also wanted to point out 3 kids that didn't have a lot of access to technology or were having trouble with technology. And they were able to do a lot of work on their packets. And then they also were able to show them to either me or Dr. H. And I was really impressed with all the work you did. That is George Santiago, Gavin Harvey, and Justin Whitelow. I was astounded by the work that you did at home with the adult that you had. I know it was a struggle, but wow, that shows a lot of perseverance. Everyone else that is in my class, every single one of you, I'm so proud of the way that we were able to get through this together. Please come back and see me. I'm changing rooms. I'll be in room 202. You guys will all be 5th graders. We'll be on the same floor. You can come see me. I would love to give you a high five, a fist bump, a hug, maybe an extra one for missed time. And also, those of you that have been in the Zoom meetings know that we've been collecting dojo points the whole time. And if you have dojo points, you know you have them. And I would love for you to come and exchange those for some kind of a surprise once we're back in school. So you can find me in room 202. Would love to see you. I'm going to keep track of all those dojo points that you have been collecting, and it would be fun to turn them in for a surprise. So all my 4th graders, I wish the best for you. I can't wait to see you when you're in 5th grade. And we made it through this year, as strange as it was. I hope that you keep the memories. I hope that you retain those friendships that were so strong during this past year, and that once we're all reunited, it's going to be just a really awesome time. So have a wonderful summer. Keep in touch, and I will see you all when you are 5th graders. Bye.
This is your celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate.
All right, 5th grade, we are here to celebrate you.
We're really disappointed that we cannot be at school and have our big celebration with you that way.
But we are all very proud of you and all the hard work that you guys have been doing.
So we are going to start with our awards that we do every year with our 5th graders and celebrate those of you that have worked really hard to receive straight A's all quarters that we were at school. So we are going to start with language arts. And for my class in language arts, straight A's is Alex, Doherty, Cora Larkin, and Erin Quintana.
And my class for language arts reading is Emma, Roxy, Madeline, Riley, and Jadelyn.
For my class for language arts, I have Aaliyah Boyles, Karma Cash Conley, Adeline Goff, Lucy Larkin, Rigo Rodriguez, Chloe Smith, Aka Sorn, and Marissa Torres.
All right, now we're going to move to math. In math, in my class, we have Alex, Cora, and Erin.
For my class, we have Damien, Emma, Roxy, Savannah, Josh, and Jadelyn.
For my class for math, I have Aaliyah, Lucy, Rigo, Chloe, Aka, and Marissa.
Now we're going to move to science. In science, we have Alex, Selvin, Cora, Danielle, Erin, Randy, Emmanuel, Avery, and Jada.
For science in our class, we have Sophia, Damien, Emma, Roxy, Riley, Ureli, Annette, and Jadelyn.
For my class for science, we have Aaliyah, Karma, Lucy, Hayden Miracle, Amanda Quintana, Rigo, Chloe, Aka, and Marissa.
Now we are going to move on to social studies. In social studies, Alex, Zuleika, Cora, and Erin.
Social studies in our class is Annie, Damien, Emma, Roxy, Madeline, Riley, Jadelyn, Kennedy, Savannah, Josh, and Zatali.
For my class, we have Aaliyah, Adeline, Lucy, Yunan, Caden, Rigo, Maria, Chloe, Aka, and Marissa.
And now we have our citizenship. In my class, Alex, Cora, Randy, Avery, Jada, Selvin, Danielle, Erin, and Eleanor.
And in our class for citizenship, we have Giovanni, Charisma, Annie, Emma, Roxy, Ureli, Annette, Savannah, and Jadelyn.
For our class, I have Adeline, Lucy, Caden, Amanda, Maria, Aka, and Marissa.
And last but not least, we have perfect attendance. And in our class, Selvin, nice job, you were here all 3 quarters.
And we have Zatali, wonderful.
And in our class, we have Jason Doolittle and Aka. Good job, guys. We did miss Keating. We did forget writing.
Didn't write that down.
Well, you want me to read my writing?
Yes, go ahead with writing.
For our class for writing, we had Damien, Emma, Roxy, Madeline, Ureli, Annette, Josh, and Jadelyn.
And for our writing, we have Aaliyah, Karma, Adeline, Lucy, Stephanie, Chloe, Aka, and Marissa.
Nice job, guys. 210, you'll just have to wait.
Way to go, everybody.
Yes, we are so proud of all of your hard work. Nice job.
We're going to miss you guys, but we are confident that you guys are going to rock middle school.
Come visit us. We always love to see you guys.
We'll miss you.